Hello, welcome to Digital Signal Processing Online Lectures. Till now, we have seen the theoretical portion of the subject Digital Signal. We have seen the examples based on linear convolution, Z transform. Also, we have seen the properties based on that. Now, in this session, we will see the practical portion on the software MATLAB for this subject. So, in today's session, we are going to see the first practical in which we will see how to plot the basic signals like sine, cosine, step, ramp, exponential and impulse signal using MATLAB. So in this session, we are going to see what are the instruction lines for that, what are the codes we are going to use, and what are the meaning of using each and every instruction line in this MATLAB. So what are the MATLAB codes which are used to construct the basic signals? In this session, we will see sine, cosine, step, ramp, exponential and impulse signal generation using MATLAB functions. So let's start with that. Okay, so to plot the first signal, that is our sine signal, we need to give the time period, starting and ending time in between which sine signal is to be plotted. As we are plotting the discrete sequence, we need to give the intervals or spacing between the signals, and we need to give them the function using which they can plot the discrete sequence. So first of all, here in the MATLAB window, we are going to give the first function, that is time period t. We are taking over here, that is t equals to 0 to 5 with the gap of 0.1, and we are going to multiply it with pi. So this line indicates that the signal or the sine function is to be plotted from the time interval 0 to 5 pi with the spacing or the discrete interval of 0.1. Now, as we want to plot the sine signal, we need to give the function a equals to sine of t. That means it will access the inbuilt sine function and it will plot the sine function. Now, we need to give the position where the signal is to be plotted, and for that the function used over here is called as subplot. Now, as we are using over here subplot 3, 2, 1, that means this indicates what? That it will divide the figure screen or else output window in number of 3 rows, 2 columns, and it will plot the sine function at the first position of it. That means whenever you want to plot multiple graph using the same figure window or in the same figure window, you can use the subplot function. This will divide the screen or else figure window into 3 rows, 2 columns, and it will plot the signal in the first position. Okay. Now, next we need to give the function stem. Now here stem is used to plot the sequence in discrete form. So here we will use the syntax as stem t comma a. That means over here our sine signal is stored in the variable a with the time interval t, which is given earlier. So this will plot the given sequence in the discrete form. Now we need to indicate what the x-axis indicates and what the y-axis indicates. So for that the function or instruction used in the MATLAB is xlabel. And we know that x label indicates the time. So we need to write down in the inverted comma x label, which is time. Same way we need to indicate the y label, which is over here amplitude. So we need to write down over here amplitude. Now We need to give this signal title so that we can identify from the output screen, that is which signal is sine or cosine or step. Likewise, so over here the syntax is into inverted comma we need to write down the title which is to be printed on the screen. So here it is sine, comma, I want that the title color should be blue. So for that the syntax is inverted comma we need to write down color, that is color, and we need to write down which color is to be used. Here I want is to be printed in blue color, so I will use inverted comma B. Okay, now this function is done for the sine function. Let us see how it will plot or how it will look like. Let us run this project. We will save it as basic signals. Here it will use .m extension for MATLAB files. So here as you can see on this side, this figure is indicated, that is our output figure. In this figure window, the signal is plotted, it's sine signal. So on x-axis you can see that time is indicated, on y-axis amplitude is indicated, and title over here given is as sine signal. And as we have given the time interval 0 to 5 pi, this signal is plotted in the interval 0 to 5 pi with the spacing of 0.1. Okay, so if you want to see the spacing, it is 0.1 and it is plotted likewise. Okay, now let us continue this to plot the further signals, that is cosine, step, ramp, exponential and impulse signal. So we are going to use this instruction lines as it is and we'll do the minor changes for further. So for next, that means we are going for the cosine signal. Here we will take the time period as it is, but as we are doing in the same program, we need to use the another variable, that is b, and we need to plot the cosine signal. So we need to use the inbuilt function, that is cos. So here we'll have the instruction line which is given as b equals to cos of t. Now as we know that in the first position of this sine signal is to be plotted, now we need to use the different position. So here I am using 3, 2, 2. That means this indicates that now my sine signal will be plotted at the second position which is divided on the screen. Now here I need to use stem TB, as we know that we need to plot the cosine signal which is stored in the variable b. Here x label is time, y label is time, which is remains same. Now title is to be modified as cosine signal as we have plotted the cosine signal. Same way we are going to do the same procedure for the next signal which we are going to perform, that is step signal. For that we are going to change the time interval so that we can make the time change, or else we can indicate the step change. So here we are going to take time period t equals to -5 with the interval of 0.1 to 5, and we need to use the another variable, that is c over here. And here as we know that it is step signal, we can use it as t greater than or equals to 0, because we know that step signal is plotted for the t greater than or equals to 0 interval. Alright, now in this position we are going to use stem 3 to 3 because at 3 to 2 cosine is there. Here we need to make the change at stem TC. Now x label is amplitude, y label is time, y label is amplitude, that is fixed. Here we need to change the title. We are plotting the signal step, so we need to make the title change, which is step. Now we are going to do the same procedure for the next signal, that is ramp signal. So over here we are going to take the time period t same. We are going to change the variable d from the variable c, and we'll take the condition d equals to t because we know that with respect to time the signal also increases for the ramp signal. Now we need to make the change subplot 3 to 4 and we need to take the variable stem t d over here. Now the title over here is ramp signal because we have plotted the ramp signal over here. Alright. Now again same procedure is to be done for the next signal, which is in our case exponential signal. Now time period will remain same. We are going to use another variable e. For inbuilt exponential function we'll use exp of t, which will use the inbuilt MATLAB function exponential, and it will plot the exponential signal at the figure window side. Now this subplot is to be changed 3 to 5 as at the position 3 to 4 ramp signal is there. Here it is to be plotted as stem TE. Now here we need to change the title, which is exponential signal. So we need to write down over here exponential. Now same way we are going to plot the last signal, that is impulse signal. Now we know that impulse signal is that signal which has the value at the 0 value in only. That means at time period t equals to 0 it will give the signal, otherwise it is 0. So let us take the variable f over here. To plot the exponential signal we have used e variable. Now we are using variable f for impulse signal, and we know that the condition for impulse signal is that at t equals to 0 it is 1. So for MATLAB instruction we need to use double equals to 0, which indicates that at the position t equals to 0 the signal is to be plotted. Here we need to give the subplot 3 to 6 and we need to give the stem t f function, and we need to make the change in the title, which is in our case impulse now. So let us make the change in this title, which is impulse. Now we have plotted all the signals over here. Now let us see how it will look at the output side by running the code. So this basic signals will be plotted on the figure window. So MATLAB is processing this code, and as you can see all the signals are plotted at the figure window. First signal we have used is sine signal, second is cosine signal, third is step signal, fourth is ramp signal, then exponential signal, and last one is impulse signal is used. So as you can see the first signal is sine signal, which is plotted at the position 3 to 1. That means at the first position. We know that subplot divides the figure screen or the output screen in 3 rows. So here as you can see there are 3 rows and 2 columns. At the first position sine is plotted. At the second position cosine is plotted. Then at the third position step is there. At the fourth position, that means as you know that here as you can see 3 to 4 has the ramp signal. So your ramp signal is plotted. And at the fifth position, that is exponential signal. So here increasing exponential is indicated, and at the last position impulse is indicated. So this is how you can plot the basic signals using MATLAB functions in the easiest and simplest way. So I hope that this is clear now.